Hi, everybody. It's Jamie Collins. It's a profound honor to know that the voters of Deschutes County have placed their trust in me to serve on our county commission. So thanks. I'm deeply humbled and I'm ready to get to work. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about how anything important actually happens in this country. I've spent some time thinking about this for the past 22 years that I've spent in public service, and especially over the last few weeks and days. Political change in this country is a collision of moment, of a place, of ideas, and of the people willing to invest in those ideas and then put in the very hard work to bring them forward. Deschutes County is in the midst of one of these collisions. We are Oregon's fastest growing county. We're Oregon's wealthiest county by per capita income at over $87,000 per person, the highest in the state. And we're also one of Oregon's least affordable places to live. The wage workers who keep this place running, the nurses, the firefighters, the teachers, the trades workers, the line cooks, the home health aides, cannot afford to live near the jobs they hold. That is the moment we're in. That is what put us all here. And we have an obligation as public servants, and every neighbor in this community, I believe, is a public servant in their own way, to use the talents we've been given to do something about it. And here's the thing that's been most on my mind. Nothing I have ever done in my adult life has been the product of just one person, not a single thing. When I stood watch at night on a ship at sea with the lives of the rest of the sleeping crew in the hands of the team up on the bridge, I was not standing watch alone. I was there as part of a team. One small part of a whole crew that had trained together, slept in the same small spaces, ate the same meals, and got up again in the morning to do it all over. When I stood on the side of the Santiam Highway at 3 o'clock in the morning with 6,000 gallons of diesel fuel running toward one of our mountain streams, my first job was not to bark orders. My first job was to get 200 first responders, state agencies, tribal nations, local fire departments, local elected leaders pointed in the same direction to prevent an environmental catastrophe, to prevent people from getting sick. That was a team's work, not one person's. That's what I have learned over and over again in 22 years of public service. Nothing this meaningful happens alone, not on the water, not on a highway in the middle of the night, and not in a race for county commission in Oregon's fastest growing county. Which is why now, more than anything, I want to thank the people who built this campaign with us. First, to my wife Meredith, who has carried so much of our family's life over the last 10 months while I have been on the road in living rooms, on phone calls. There is not a moment of this campaign that has not been hers as much as mine. To my son Jack, who is the reason all of this matters. He is the reason I want a county where every kid growing up here and every neighbor growing old here can breathe clean air, drink clean water without worrying whether there's enough to go around, and live in a home near a job that pays a real living wage. To every friend and family member who has shown up for us, who has cared for Jack when we needed help, who has fed us, who has let us crash at their kitchen table to talk strategy. To the veterans of every branch of our armed services who put pens to postcards over the last 10 months, who write the way they once stood watch. Thank you. To every volunteer who knocked doors, made calls, texted someone, or hosted a house party. To every donor who gave what they could. To the labor unions, civic leaders, environmental organizations, and trusted community voices who lent their names and their reputations to this campaign because they believed in a shared vision of what Deschutes County can be. You are the reason we are here now, ready to lead and ready to make change. Every one of you. So now the real work begins, and it begins exactly the way this campaign began. By listening, by showing up, by being a public servant before anything else. I'm excited to get to work, listening to and incorporating the diverse perspectives from every corner of this incredible county. Together, We will work to build more homes that working people can actually afford. We'll invest in renewable energy projects to try to bring down utility rates, stave off power shortages, and create good-paying jobs at the same time. We'll prepare for the next wildfire to keep everyone insured, and we'll make development decisions that keep families and businesses safe in the next emergency or natural disaster. And we're going to do all of it in the same way we did this campaign, together, with every voice at the table, with integrity, with hard work, and with data and science driving the hard decisions. And above all, with service. I'll be sitting down next week to continue the work of helping this community and dozens like it across the United States adapt to the effects of climate change, increasing heat, drought, reduced snowfall. And early next month, I'll put on my uniform again, as I have one weekend a month for the past 17 years as a member of the Coast Guard Reserve, and I'll drive up to Seattle to serve alongside my teammates and friends. That's what this is all about. Thanks, and let's get to work.